most important parts of this presentation is washing your horse. I recommend and use Champion Tails products as they have a very wide range of shampoos as well as a very good stain remover. The first thing we do is wet the horse all over with warm water. Warm water gives you much more efficient washing. The horse has been wet all over with warm water. Now we're going to shampoo it. Margot, Simone and myself. Simone's holding it, Margot's going to assist me to shampoo it with silver highlighting shampoo. It's most important that you get the horse done all over, like round its head, its ears, and down between its legs and its body in total. You don't have to scrub them. You've just got to distribute the shampoo and make sure they've done all over. Now I'll go on and do her socks with the silver highlighting shampoo. The best thing to do with it is to dilute it in a little bit of warm water, because you'll find if you don't, you get particles of purple on these socks. You don't want that. You just sort of give it a good, don't dilute it too much, but you break it down and then actually really scrub into them with the sponge. I find if you use a brush, it's a bit severe. Some people use a brush in their legs, but I don't really like it because I think you break the skin and you end up with little infections, and not from the shampoo, just from broken skin. And so we always use sponges, and I leave it on them so it does remove the stain. And when you see that, when the pony's white again and dry, the socks will be iridescent white. If you use it on the tail, you must condition it well afterwards because it has a little bit of a drying effect. All right, now Margot will come in now and scrape her off. So you scrape off the majority of the shampoo, and then it's easy to rinse it down. I'm just preparing a bucket of warm water now that we'll completely rinse the pony off with, then condition the tail. I find if you condition the mane before plaiting, it makes it too soft. So at home we condition it, but for showing presentation, we do not condition it because you find the mane doesn't plait up as nicely. If you want to get another bucket, Margot, and rinse its socks off with a sponge. And you really, after you scrape it, you don't need an enormous amount of water to get the soap out of them. Scraping's a very good idea, especially if it's cold. A lot of people hose it off. We scrape it off and then just rinse them off. Always be careful when you do around a horse's head because they do not like it in their ears. Margot doesn't mind it in hers. When you're washing your horse, it's most important to be very quick. The quicker you are, the warmer your horse stays. Some people take ages and the poor things stand there shivering, and you do feel really sorry for them. I'm now rinsing the shampoo off the tail in preparation for conditioning. That is all done. I'll now get the conditioner applied. And I'm using the silver highlighting conditioner for the tail as it is complementary to the shampoo we've used. But in this situation, we only use it on the tail. But if you're just washing them for maintenance, a little bit of conditioner in a bucket of water is good. But as we're presenting this one for the ring, we don't put it all over their body. You rub it in well. And as I say, the essence of it is be very quick because your ponies get very cold. And then they shiver, and as again, their coat dries and looks fluffy when you're finished. Leave that on there for a minute, and I'll use a bucket of warm water again to rinse the tail off. We'll then scrape her. And I've just got a conditioning coat spray here. It's good, it just puts a bit of oils back into the skin. You spray your pony all over, and then you just apply a brush on both sides, but the essence is, again, be very quick and make sure the horse is not standing shivering because their muscles tie up and they become stiff and sore, especially when you're working them up for a big event and they've had plenty of work. If you leave them cold for too long, it's like us, they get very muscle sore. And I'll get Margot to get a comb and comb out her mane and tail. The most important thing after you wash them is to get a rug on them, to warm them, to bring the oils back in their skin and for their circulation, because you don't want them to go cold and stiff. So we rug them up, and quite heavily actually. We have at least 3 rugs on them, a rug and a hood, and it keeps them warm. And you think wet, they won't get as warm, but they do warm up quite quickly. If you leave a lot of water on a horse's coat, it's like an insulation to a horse. They basically it forms a seal and keeps the warmth in. So while they're wet, and we'll just slip the hood over the head collar because we are going to plait this pony after, and you don't want it rolling in the box, so we'll tie it up so it stays clean. Because you don't have to spend all the time washing them and having them clean. Always make sure your rugs are attached properly because they're dangerous if they're not. And we'll then put on 2 woolen rugs and pop her back in the box for a while and she'll warm up.